Hey guys, Jordan here. Look, I've been hearing from a lot of our members and from some of you, and I know that times are tough. This is affecting all of us. So I've got some ideas I wanted to share with you to help you weather the storm, help you keep the lights on, and even keep earning some income, earning some money, even if your current sources of income or jobs have dried up. In my last video, I talked about really using whatever time does become available for you, whether you're stuck at home or off work or whatever, using that time to dive into the craft, study, practice, get projects finished, upgrade your skills, because this will pass. And when this is over, people will still want to record, people will still want music getting mixed and produced and out there. So, use whatever time you can wisely to be more than prepared at that point. But I also know that some of you are struggling financially already or worried that you will be if this keeps up. I know that some of our members are stressed right now with projects being canceled in the studio. Some are earning their living regularly from live sound and live events, and those jobs, those gigs have completely dried up. So I understand that for a lot of you in the audio world, this is definitely hitting you. Or others of you are just off of your regular day jobs, not getting hours, not getting any regular pay or reduced regular pay, and without any other side income streams coming in. So regardless of what camp you're in, look, we're all facing this. So I hope I can give you some ideas to help you out here. So let's talk about how you can get through this if you're in a pinch financially. And the first thing, and this is absolutely huge, don't quit, all right? Don't quit. Instead, you've got to think. You got to start thinking. So there's no use being defeated right now and just say, oh, well, my regular gigs are canceled and I don't have anything lined up, so there's nothing I can do. I just have to sit here and wait this out. I promise you, there are opportunities to earn money right now. And as audio engineers, you've got to open your eyes and start asking yourself, what are the areas where the skills that I have can be put to use right now? So if you've lost your regular audio work and you need income, here is what I strongly recommend. That's that you go to websites like Upwork.com, Freelancer.com, and Fiverr, and create profiles like today, because there are people who need your skills. For example, here is a list of projects and gigs that are out there: podcast editing, different sorts of audio editing, voiceover recording and editing, audiobook recording and editing, mixing sound for videos, doing sound effects, creating original jingles and soundtracks, doing mixing work for all sorts of projects. You might even find some music projects on those sites. And by the way, this also extends outside of just audio skills. If you've got skills in like video production, video editing, graphic design, writing, web page design, even if it's just a little bit of skill and experience there, get going, get on those sites and get out there. And even if you've been hit with projects and work getting canceled and not being paid for your regular stuff right now, if you look around, there are a ton of companies, a ton of businesses and people that are pumping out content right now, including me right now. I'm still paying for video editing, graphic design, writing, and web page design. And all sorts of businesses and organizations everywhere are having to pivot everything very rapidly to online. So who knows, maybe there's companies around you who suddenly need to do all their meetings or have recordings of meetings they need to share with employees, or they need to get some training content out there to their employees who are now working from home for the first time ever. One of our members, Matthew, said he's helping local churches get their message out online. And think of how many churches and organizations like that are suddenly having to figure out how to take what they normally do every day, every week, and somehow get that up online in a very short time. So if you have those skills, you can step in and help. So if you need money right now, your first step after this video is to go to those websites I mentioned, create a profile, create an account, and then start looking for the gigs that are out there. You can be working and getting paid by people who are all over the world on these projects, which is the amazing thing. There are so many ways that you can start using the skills you have to earn an income even when you're stuck at home. So get out there, start doing that. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy or instant. You'll probably have to work at it, bid on a bunch of jobs, but hopefully you can start landing some gigs and start getting some momentum there. Now, next thing, and this goes for everyone in the studio, whether you're in a really tough spot or not, and here it is, get yourself out there. This is the time. Another one of our members, he said this, he said, due to a seemingly deep-seated confidence issue and the fact that I had a steady income, I never truly faced the fear of putting myself out there as a studio guy. Now it seems life in all its wisdom is saying, there you go, your income's gone. Now will you please put yourself out there? Now this is well said, and this is someone who is thinking deeply and really learning the right lessons from this crisis. So if you're like him and you've kind of just been hanging back and staying in your comfort zone, waiting till someday later you start getting your work out there and trying to maybe potentially attract some clients, well, look, this is your wake-up call, right? You should have started that already. So the second best time to start that is right now. And I know there might not be much out there in terms of projects you can get that are, recording, mixing related, but look, what is there to lose? Like, try, even if that means doing some free work. And if you're someone who already regularly has projects coming to you in the studio and your projects have been canceled, well, start reaching out to potential clients, offering to do some test mixes for free. I mean, literally, you have nothing to lose, especially if you're just staring at an empty chunk of your calendar right now. Think about if you came out of this 3 months from now, or however long it is, and you've done test work and free work for 10 or 12 different local artists. Well, how much do you want to bet that that's eventually going to come back and pay off for you? Another one of our members, Flo, said that on a project he's working on, he made an instruction video for a singer to go home and gave him some advice on how he can record the vocals at home, and then they're going to collaborate remotely like that. And Matthew said he's working with guitarists who have had to go home in current projects, and he's helping them with learning how to record their own guitar parts at home, and then they're going to send over the DI tracks and he's going to reamp, and they're going to continue working on projects that way. So that's why I'm saying don't quit, because there are ways to be creative, find workarounds. If your projects are stalled or postponed, think of how can you be creative, figure out how to continue working on stuff, continue collaborating with artists. Okay, so let's recap here. Number one, don't quit. Okay, don't quit. Instead, start thinking, right? And remember that money follows value. So you got to start thinking what skills you have that can be valuable to someone else. And the possibilities are vast. I gave you ideas already. So that's number two, is to go to those websites I mentioned, Upwork, Freelancer, Fiverr, sites like that, create profiles and start bidding on jobs. Start trying to land jobs. And many of you who are watching this, you can maybe still earn what you need in this way. And this might actually be something that you carry on. Maybe you start now and maybe you keep doing it for months or years to come, even after this crisis passes. And third, take this opportunity to make connections and again, provide value to local artists, potential clients. Get yourself out there. Now is as good a time as any. Maybe it was the push you needed, even if it means doing free work, a bunch of free work. Show up and be valuable now, because those connections will pay off in the long run. And like I said, when this passes, and it will pass, look, music is not going anywhere. People will still want to hear music, release albums, record the songs that they're writing. So why not be in a position where you've made more connections, built a bunch of relationships and goodwill, and hopefully also upgraded your skills. Just become better at recording and mixing during any downtime that you have right now. I'm going to link up another video here of someone who's sharing some good thoughts around personal finance and business advice right now. So check that out if you want more of that. But look, it's time to get after it, guys. I heard this quote yesterday and it was, "Fear lives in stagnant water." So don't quit, don't stop. You've got to keep moving. You've got to do something. It's time to get after it. Make the most of whatever spot you're in right now. Open your eyes, look for the opportunities that do exist, even if they're way outside of what you normally do or outside of your comfort zone. Look, you gotta do something. You gotta try. So comment below and let me know what you're doing and any other ideas that you've come up with around this topic of how to weather this storm and still be earning an income and using your skills as an audio engineer right now. I'm sure a lot of people could use some ideas and some encouragement, and I'd love to hear what you guys are up to. But otherwise, stay safe, do your part of stopping this virus from spreading, and take care, guys. Talk to you soon.